Hi there! Welcome to Harvest Love Yoga, and I am so happy that you came to your mat today. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Christina, and as we move into the fall season very soon, I wanted to do a yoga class on transitions. Transitions can be so tough, and they can be so exciting, and I want to acknowledge this transition from the summertime into maybe a different schedule as school begins, and as we have new things happening at any point in our life. We first acknowledge wherever we're at, acknowledge, and speak kindly, supporting ourselves, knowing that we will always have our inner self to rely on, to encourage us. It's a deep inner knowing that says, hey, you can do this. So let's begin with a transition into child's pose. Send your hips gently back, resting on your feet. Big toes are touching. Spread your fingers wide. Bring the top of the forehead to the mat and begin to roll out the head from side to side. Feeling length in the spine from the fingertips all the way down to the toes, feeling a stretch. Beautiful. Stay here for another round of breath. Or if you are ready, push up into a tabletop or all fours. Tap out the feet. Exhale, round the spine, find cat. Drop the head. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Press into the earth, feeling space between the shoulder blades. Inhale, drop the belly. Let the shoulders sink back into their sockets as you find cow. Deep inhale, gaze comes forward. Exhale, round the spine, find cat, and follow your breath. Maybe moving with a little bit more fluidity, finding your rhythm. And when you're ready, glide your forearms down to the mat. Finding puppy dog pose, extending the arms out, bringing the forehead down to the mat, keeping the lower body right where it's at. And from here, glide into Sphinx Pose. Bring your hips down to the earth. Fingers are spread wide on the mat. Upper body and forearms are gently drawing your lower body forward, dragging so that almost you feel length between the vertebrae. Length and space. Feel your chest open wide. Feel your inner power, your inner resilience, your inner knowledge that tells you you can do it. And then gently lower down all the way to your belly. Bring one cheek to the mat. Arms are farther out than shoulder. Hands are farther out than shoulder. Tent your fingers so that your hands are only on pushing weight into the fingertips, and push up into a baby extended cobra. Exhale, lower the other cheek to the mat. Inhale, Press up into wide, extended baby cobra. Maybe pressing a little bit more weight into the shoulders. Elbows are popped out wide. And exhale all the way down to your belly. Bring your hands down by your side. Palms are facing down. We'll take one more heart opener. Inhale, find locust pose, gazes down at the mat. Arms are lifted. Long neck. Engage the toes. Exhale, bring your hands underneath your shoulders and press back, finding a neutral spine in tabletop. Sway the hips from side to side. Speak kindly to yourself. Thank yourself for coming to the mat today. Showing up is absolutely one of the hardest parts of this practice, but you made it and you did it. Sink back into restorative child's pose, bringing your knees to center, bringing your forehead to the mat. Glide your hands back, down by your side. Palms can be up or down. Take the weight completely out of your neck muscles, allowing your forehead to rest completely. Roll up into a neutral spine, sitting up on your knees. And begin to make your way into plank pose. Rock forward and backward. Maybe bend one knee and then the other. One long line from the crown of your head all the way back to your heels. And exhale into downward facing dog. Spread your toes wide. Keep your knees bent as much as you need. Gaze forward and walk your feet all the way to your hands. Forward fold. You can sway from side to side, allowing the torso to relax. Bend your knees. And roll up one vertebra at a time. Coming to mountain pose. Inhale as you sit back into chair pose, feeling energy in your legs as if you're squeezing a block in the middle of your thighs. Weight is in the heels. Make sure you can see your toes beyond your knees. Tuck the tailbone. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, chair. And exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, chair. Shift your weight into your right foot. And as you lift, raise your left foot, finding one-legged Tadasana. We'll begin our balancing, using our gaze to find a central spot. Exhale, down to mountain pose. Wonderful. Inhale to chair pose. Exhale while you're here, sinking into your chair pose and shifting into your left foot, lifting into one-legged Tadasana. Breathe here. Use your core to stabilize. It's okay if you need to fall out of it. And exhale down into mountain pose. Excellent work. Shift back into a high crescent lunge. Feet are on train tracks. All 10 toes are facing forward. Back heel stays lifted. Hips are squaring towards the front of the mat. Arms are overhead. Keep a bend in that back knee. And exhale, airplane arms. Spread your fingers wide, open the chest. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, airplane pose. Bow forward one more time. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, feel your power. Oh, it's okay if you need to wobble. Know that even within an unstable transition, stability will come. Inhale, back to center, and raise your arms overhead. Exhale, find warrior two. Woo! Spiraling the back heel to the mat. Press into that back edge of the back foot. Guide your left knee in line with the front toes. And then set your warrior two up by rolling the shoulders back, pressing the air away from you on both sides, then gazing over the front middle finger, feeling strong, feeling stable, feeling grounded in both feet. Inhale, reverse warrior, peaceful warrior. Back hand is resting on the back leg. Lower body stays right where it's at. And exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Find your plank pose, or you can push up into a mountain. Forward fold, and then eventually mountain or Tadasana, rolling up one vertebra at a time. Once you are in mountain pose, find the opposite high crescent lunge with the opposite foot forward, all 10 toes pressing into the mat, all 10 toes facing forward, everything drawing in towards the midline to create stability. And we'll find those airplane arms moving from gazing over the front knee, and then inhale back into center. Exhale, gaze forward, lean forward. Exhale and inhale back to center. Exhale as you lean forward one more time, opening the chest, fullest expression this time. Inhale back to center. You know where we're headed. Exhale, warrior two. Find your stability as you transition from high crescent into warrior two. Back heel spirals down to meet the mat. Front knee is in line with front toes. Front knee is stacked over the top, over the front ankle. Settle in here. You can even straighten and bend that front knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. The top arm is reaching up and over as a side body stretch. And then inhale one more time as you exhale, spiral your hands to the mat. You can either find a plank position, or you can walk both feet up to meet each other, finding forward fold, and then yes, Tadasana. Roll up one vertebra at a time. Awesome work. This is challenging, and you can do it. We're stepping back into, once again, high crescent on that first leg that we worked on. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, inch your foot, your back foot towards the front foot, and take off into full airplane balancing pose. Hips are leveled off. You can tap down and then take off again. Everything squeezing in towards the midline. Belly is pulling in towards the spine to create engagement in the core muscles. Know that stability will come if you're feeling a bit unstable. Trust yourself. Inhale, back to mountain pose. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to heart center. Find your groundedness, find your center. Feel both feet on the ground. Know that even in an unstable transition, you can find your stability from within, one breath at a time. And that stability will come. Step back into a high crescent lunge once again, using the other foot forward, arms overhead. Find your stability here with both feet on the ground, and then begin to inch your foot towards the top foot and take off into full airplane. Tap down if you need to, and then take off again. Ride the waves of your breath. Keep a slight bend in the standing leg. Open through the chest, lengthen the spine. Feel a connection from your heel all the way up to the crown of the head. Lean forward. And when you're ready, exhale and come to mountain pose. Feel the stability. Fantastic work. Here on the mat, we can practice finding our center. It's a perfect place to explore, to practice, to acknowledge. And arms overhead as you inhale, exhale, forward fold. Take a halfway lift, squeezing the shoulder blades. Exhale, step back into tabletop, all fours. Take one more round of cat-cow. This is where we began class. This is where we end our little mini class. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, cow pose. And as you exhale, cross the legs, sit back. Take your 2-piece fingers and place them onto the ground. This is a mudra for groundedness. Feel the earth supporting you. Smile, acknowledging the challenges that you took on today on the mat. Thank you so much for taking this time with me. Bowing to the teacher in all transitions and to the teacher in all things. Namaste.